The National Guard has stepped in at some hospitals to help with staff shortages. Hear how that's working out.
And why local officials are saying to look out for your neighbors as we prepare for another round of snow.
And some folks are seeing snowflakes now, while others still raindrops. We'll timeline it out for you coming up in just a moment.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Marvin Bartlett.
And I'm Imani Payne. It's a little like deja vu. We are now in our third snowfall in just 2 weeks.
Yeah, Lexington not expecting as much this time around, but there's still room for concern on our roads and for our vulnerable residents. Georgia Reed Godfrey joins us live from downtown. Gigi, the mayor held a news conference earlier this afternoon. What are some of the big takeaways?
Good evening, Marvin and Imani. The message is familiar now. Give us news.
Thanks, Gigi. Now, many school systems have already closed for tomorrow. You can see that list on the bottom of your screen.
Let's check in with meteorologist David Aldridge for more on what we can expect tonight. David.
Hey, Imani, we're talking about snowflakes that may be delayed but not denied.
Thank you. New tonight, Governor Andy Beshear has vetoed legislation that would redraw congressional and state house districts.
The governor accused Republicans of political gerrymandering in his veto messages. Both redistricting measures were overwhelmingly passed earlier this month. However, Beshear says one look at the proposed maps reveals what those who drafted them were trying to hide, that it's all about political power. House Speaker David Osborne said the plan meets all legal considerations and that GOP lawmakers will override the vetoes. We now have the latest Kentucky COVID numbers.
And those numbers continue to rise. More than 12,000 new COVID cases were reported today, while more than 2,000 Kentuckians are battling COVID in the hospital. 25 new deaths have been reported, and we are still sitting at a 30% positivity rate. Still, officials say the best way to protect yourself and others is to wear your mask and get vaccinated.
Hospitals feeling the COVID crunch have turned to the National Guard for help. There are currently 500 Guard members deployed to 31 hospitals across Kentucky. 15 of them are now working their second week with St. Joseph Health Hospital in Lexington.
Danielle Misko spoke with members of the National Guard to see how things are going.
A little help goes a long way. Fox 56 News.
These Guard members are here 7 days a week from 10 in the morning to 10 at night. Governor Beshear's memorandum states that they were to be deployed for 30 days, which is coming up on April 1st.
COVIDtest.gov is up and running. It's the federal government's website that allows Americans to order their own at-home COVID-19 testing kit for free. President Joe Biden made the pledge last month to offer more testing options. Part of his plan includes more testing sites across the country, but it also includes 500 million rapid tests that Americans can order and have delivered right to their front door. The Fayette County Health Department explained why these tests are a good option for residents to have.
The symptoms are so similar to the flu or the cold or allergies. It's confusing for people to know, is this COVID or something else? So to help you roll that out or confirm that you have it, it's also helpful because maybe you're going to go visit your grandparents or some other high-risk individuals, and it'll let you know at that moment you are not showing that you're positive for COVID.
There are some limitations to make note of. Only 4 tests per household are available, and the test results are not included in daily case counts. But officials say the tests are still a good way to find out your status and prevent spread.
Starting tomorrow, Tates Creek Elementary School will shift to remote learning due to COVID-19. The plan is for the school to remain remote for the rest of the week and then resume in-person classes on Monday. The school says it will send emails to families this weekend to provide an update if anything changes. Kentucky's bourbon industry has served up a new report today showcasing its economic growth. The Kentucky Distillers Association released its study on the sector's economic growth at a news conference today. The study talks about how it will pour billions of dollars into Kentucky's economy and provide more jobs and capital investment. Governor Beshear was at the news conference discussing the impact.
Industry-wide, distillers are in the middle of a $5.2 billion building boom, with $3.3 billion pledged to projects over the next 5 years. Folks, that means construction jobs. That means things happening in our community.
Bourbon is a homegrown industry in Kentucky with a heritage dating back 200 years.
Up next, volunteers at a Kentucky-based nonprofit are sad tonight.
The founder of a project that helped cancer patients worldwide has lost her own battle.
Plus, a spike in guns at airports. So look at the numbers right here in Kentucky.
And later, a Mount Sterling man lives in the past. Find out how researching his home's history led him to some surprising facts in the spirit of the bluegrass at 10:30.
The first 10 minutes of Fox 56 News at 10 were brought to you commercial free. Sponsored by